Talk too greasy. Make every pretty bitch feel like she need me.
Let's go!
The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Grizz my 2 cents.
Wednesday, we're back at it. You know what I'm saying? I get happy when it's Wednesday to Wednesday. Even when stuff don't go like it's supposed to. You know what it do? This Wednesday was very hot and special, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we was invited to the LLD and Mike Toombs 411 or 911 event with artists showcasing, man, and that was pretty fun. You know, let's give that a round of applause, man. It would have been nice if the girls had been there to bring the glass about, but you know, it's all gravy. We just keep it pushing. So that was a fun event, and then now we back at it. Last week's topic was I forget. They just come back so much. This week's topic
it was about nobody Kevin Samuel.
Oh yeah, see, already. I forgot all about it. Kevin Samuel. But we back at it Wednesday. Before we get started, though, let's go ahead and run our sponsors. I got to go over there. The first one's up is Goodies Barbecue. And, you know, it's barbecue season.
It's that season.
You know, I get barbecue all the time. And going over there to Goodies Barbecue, 1440 Hamilton Avenue. In the heart of Mount Healthy. You can catch them on Friday nights in front of Vince's place. Rib tips, turkey legs, green beans, greens, macaroni and cheese.
Sound like Thanksgiving, huh?
Yeah, he got vegans too. All that good stuff over there. So go on over there, and when you say my 2 cents, you receive a 10% discount. So go on over to Goodies Barbecue. Let's give them a round of applause. And who's up next? I can't see nothing. German Home Solutions. German Home Solutions is up next.
Yes.
German Home Solutions. If you need any electrical work done in your house, commercial or residential, your business, these are the guys to contact. They do it all when it comes to the electrical needs, whether it be hanging lights, moving outlets, doing car outlets for the electric cars. They do it all. And they do a good job and at a reasonable price. So go to estimates at German Home Solutions LLC.com and get you an estimate. And you too can receive a discount if you say my 2 cents. Use the promo code my 2 cents and get 10% off. So let's give German Home Solutions a round of applause. Yes. Now you gotta help me out here because I'm trying to do this here. So is it Dank Nation? Is it G14? Ooh, which one is it?
We're going to Dank.
We're going to Dank Nation. Hey, let's give Dank Nation a round of applause because we went out and gave Mike his prize. He didn't want the t-shirt. He didn't want the seeds and nothing else, you know what I'm saying? So that's all good. I got him to make me a plant of our own seeds. So go to www.danknation.co and get your seeds or apparel, edibles. Get at me on that album www.danknation.co.
Really?
You see her? I knew she was gonna say it. That's why I did that. Gotta have fun. Let's get Dank Nation a round of applause.
Sharon is caring.
All right. Next up, we got G14 Classified. That's for all you fellas out there who barber are now into the new trend of men having man units. I got it right this time, man units. You know what I'm saying? So if you need you a man unit, go on over to PoweredByUnanimous.com and say my 2 cents, and they'll take care of you. Whether you need hair follicles, whether you need spray, the air guns, clippers, they got it all. And you can too receive a discount 10% if you say my 2 cents. Let's give Paul's Barbershop and G14 Classified around the clock. Next up is Backman. Going to get your molar bags. Summertime, springtime is here. We moving closer for y'all to get to the dispensaries. So why not get stocked up on your bags and quit using them daggone sandwich bags? Act like you got some goddamn sense. You got some class. Go get some bags. You know what I'm saying? Go on Coleraine and Apple. Right behind the Wendy's. They open 11 to 7, Monday through Saturday or Friday. Appointment only on Saturdays. And you too can receive a discount, my 2 cents, 10%, if you use that promo code. Let's give them a round of applause. Last but not least, I want to pay the bill, EDE Solutions. You can no longer go to the website, the EDE on eBay. So you got to come to me. I've got iMacs, I've got MacBooks, we got HPs, we got desktops, we got monitors, we got everything that you need. So get at me, inbox me, and there's no promo code for that. Just get at me.
And he's shipping all over the world.
And that part too. It's going to cost you. I ain't paying for shipping, but it's going to cost you. Well, let's give EDE a round of applause. Well, I always know you going to be in the building. Let's give this girl a round of applause right here, Miss Nadia Clone. You always going to be in the building. Always going to be in the building. You know what I'm saying? So how was your Wednesday to Wednesday?
It was pretty cool. Cool beans and collard greens.
Cool
I'm
beans,
just,
collard greens.
yeah. I want my pie pie.
And a pot pie.
I want it.
You from up here, but you sounded more and more country down there. Collard greens and rhyming and carrying on.
Boy, right. They be I've been here for 10 years now. They be sprinkling some of that, that southern seasoning on you a little bit. So
just a little
you may
bit,
not know you talking like that until somebody pointed out.
Yeah, like girl, you're from the best city. That's no damn hot Atlanta. But anyway, it's good to have you on the show. Let's give Cleo a round of applause. Cleo still kicking.
Yes.
I ain't mad at it.
I know, right?
Right. The other
we love you, boo.
Ivory, she been missing in action. Hopefully she joined in.
Yeah.
She said she ain't gonna make it. She got
Under the weather, boy. That Ohio weather really taking y'all out.
Matter. Them niggas ain't sick. They playing hooky. One over there probably getting killed. No, Chrissy over there. Chrissy been on dates the whole goddamn weekend. I'm just gonna talk my shit right now.
Not you throwing people under the bus.
I'm throwing everybody under the goddamn bus. Yeah, I had to get it off my chest. And I'm gonna get it off now. You know what, Chrissy? I don't want to.
He mad, y'all. He mad.
Because you've been kicking it, you've been doing the boys and men dance, you've been up in Cleveland doing shaking and calling and this, that, and the third, and somebody was serenading your ass the whole weekend. I called in between the lines, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey.
I might be able to make it, Grizz.
You went soul searching.
Ain't heard no more from the girl. You know what I'm talking about? And 5 minutes for the show. I got a little cough. I can't make it, Grizz, but I tuned in. I hope your ass is watching this shit right now. I really can't say too much because Ivory been putting over my BS for a long time. Ivory, okay, how about that? So I can't really.
A meeting would have handled all of that aggression, sir.
Right now, she would have. Right now. But let's get the girls a round of applause. We're going to be talking about Little League football, man. It's ever since I saw that stupid ass movie with Snoop and them kids, it pissed me off. I have been wanting to address the little league football, football, the pros and the cons. And we're supposed to have a couple guests on here. Wendel, I think Wendel, either he don't know about technology, or he was bullshitting. One of the two. We gonna say, I know, but I just got to do it.
Hey, Grizz, like you coming for everybody today.
Heck yeah. And so, yeah.
He ain't coming back no ever again.
They can call in. The call-in line is 1513-788-2534. Now, how many sons you got?
4.
4. Did they play Pop Warner ball?
Who said who did what?
They down there, I thought they called it Pop Warner.
Down where?
South.
I came from where you came from. We call it football.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, okay. You be forget. I be forgetting you've been from up here. You know,
I ain't never heard that ever in my life.
I've heard that term Pop Warner football, but
Pop
we call it Little
Warner football.
Pop Warner. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need to Google it. I don't know. But
Right.
Did they play football? Little League football?
No. But one thing is I'm scary when it comes to my children. I'm one of them overprotective mama. I'm sorry. But I did have one who wanted to play. He wanted to play, but at that age, he had this thing where he, sucked his bottom lip and get the black ring, and then wanted to play with people's ears. So I felt like that he would be over there playing with people's ears the whole time. Hey, and then I ain't want nobody to hurt my child because some of the issues with the league is the parents getting to fighting. I've been dove off one of them bitches on somebody. Quit playing.
Yeah, you probably would have got into a couple fights if your kid wanted around playing with people's ears.
Yeah, and he's a Taurus, so he can't. He would have fought, and we would have been fighting all the time.
Yeah, so let's give them a round of applause for not playing.
For not coming. For not joining the league.
Right. Well, as a kid, my mom, my pops, they didn't let us play. We played street ball. I broke my shoulder because I played so hard because I wanted to play. I wanted to play for the high school. I wanted to play. You know what I'm saying? It was our desire to play football. But my mom would not let us play because of her religion. And what they was taught was that organized sports leads to all types of different things that are not godly. And for the life of me as a kid, you like, what the heck are you talking about? Football.
But I can see now. I can see it.
And I'm like, are you tripping? You tripping.
Right.
You sneak to run track. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I think that's a legal way of beating up somebody at the same time too. Like, especially if you got, beef with somebody else on the other team, boy, them little hits that they be coming with. Yeah.
We're gonna get to it. So what I was saying was I never played. So when I had my son, God dang it, he gonna play football. Point blank and simple. That's what we did, and I coached with him. I coached him all the way up. Wasn't a head coach, but assistant coach, parent coach, and all of that good stuff. And I learned a whole lot of valuable lessons. And my mama's voice was coming in my head as an adult when some of these things take place. Some of these things that you see on TV take place between parents and so forth.
Mama knows best.
Yeah, but before we get into the negativity of it, I'm going to talk about the positive that can come from it. When you play football or any organized sports, you have to learn some type of discipline.
Right. And structure.
Yeah, discipline and structure. And I got to give Snoop his accolades, his props for having so many kids. I think it was 13. Come out of his system.
Yeah.
And, went to the pros or some type of career.
Him, Trick Daddy.
Yeah, positive out of it. And with everything, you're going to have negative and positive about it. So those are the things that, it does benefit some children. But on the flip side of that, you get into who qualifies you to be a coach.
Right.
Who qualifies you to say that hit or this drill isn't going to give your kid concussions? Because
Right.
if you see in the NFL and college right now, they have new concussion protocols installed in place for all of these head hits that these people are going through. And I posted for the promo video of Little League hits. And when you watch that and you sit there and you watch them kids sparing each other, helmet to helmet, all these type of tackling. So as a mom, you is very, very, very on point about the safety of your young men.
Mm-hmm.
Because who's to say that all of these hits that these little tykes take at a young age
That part.
is not damaging them further down the way, and especially if you continue from little league to junior high to high school to college, and if you're good enough to the pros. So you got a lifetime of getting your bell rung.
Right. And not to mention even the majority of the people who has gotten into the league at a young age and now are injured, paralyzed, can't walk, can't play. Something's wrong with them. So it's just like that sport is dangerous. It's catch 22 to even try to put your child in there. Like, why would any parent want to play Russian roulette with their child's life if you
Okay,
didn't even want to put your own self in that position?
right. I was so mad at myself. I tell my son all the time right now, I blame myself. I'm not gonna get into the details of what went down, but I knew better than to have my child get up and do this drill against this guy that was bigger than him. And when they collided, my boy is like his daddy. He's gonna go, if I don't care how big you are. And that was the mentality, and that was the toughness. This is what it is. And when they
Mm-hmm.
smacked, he fell back and broke his wrist.
I know.
And,
See?
and, and the look in my child's eye to this day, he's a grown man now with my grandson and grandbaby. And when he grabbed, I told him to hold his hand, and I picked him up and I carried him, took him to the car, and took him to the hospital. They performed surgery on his wrist, and I felt so bad. But
Did you let her play still?
because he didn't want to stop, he was trying to get out there with his cast on in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was to impress his daddy or, you know what I'm saying, or the drive. I don't know what it was. But thinking about it now, like, I shouldn't have put my child through that.
Yeah, my baby sister, she has two sons and they play both sports. So she keep them sports active, right? So I done went to a couple of games. I done seen my nephews injured and stuff like that. So even me as an auntie, I'm mad. I'm mad because I don't want to see my nephews hurt. Yeah, I want them to thrive in the sports and activities that they do and stuff, but it's the part that why you got to be hit that hard to be able to break bones and stuff like that and have people sitting out and then missing out on their dreams after that. So my nephew had to go through that sitting out seasons and stuff like that. And that's not, I mean, it's not cool for him because at this point, then he's beating himself up. He's feeling down. He's feeling like, am I ever going to get to play the sports again? So it's like a mind manipulation and everything. Like, I just don't understand how sports have a big impact in people's lives.
I can see how a big impact. Exercise, competition, sports it is what it is. The competition part of it is what gets people in trouble, though. You know, try to be the best, be the number one. Don't fall. Number two don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you browbeating that in the kids, and that's the winner mentality. That's a winner mentality. I don't
Right.
necessarily agree with all of that. I think that some of the coaches shouldn't be coaches. I think you need to have some type of football.
Background.
Yeah, to be
Played
able
a
to
couple
coach.
of games, like,
Yeah, to be able, yeah,
that made it to college with it. I think if
yeah,
you go to college, you got enough to be his coach.
yeah. I agree with that because some of these people that they have here coaching, they never played.
Right. They just love the
They
sport.
didn't play football is Madden. And some of the plays
Not you subbed them like that.
I've known coaches that run Madden plays. Like for real. Like the sheet is a Madden play. Like, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Not that it's not football, but damn.
But you can't never do a game like that because a game in real life is not playing out the same way you playing it on a screen. Like,
right. And then out of all the years coaching, I've never seen.
We got a guest. Wendel's in the building. Hey, Wendel.
He heard me talking. He heard me talking shit. He heard me talking. Now let's give Coach Wendel Walton a round of applause. Years, whole family. I ain't seen this guy and I don't know when. So if you was listening, I say he gonna hear me talk shit. So
you already know it.
He already know. What's good with you, man?
Oh man, just chilling, man. Been running around. I'm a barber, so I'm trying to run in the house, get on, so I can get on.
Now you in the Carolinas. Where you at?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. You've been down there for a minute, ain't you?
Yeah, it's going on 10 years.
Okay, you like it?
Love it down here.
See, I got my 10 years invested in Georgia, so them 10 years do something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But North Carolina a little bit more southern than Atlanta. So let me tell you, it's still niggas. Niggas still niggas though.
Niggas still niggas. It don't matter where you go.
Niggas are still niggas, no matter where you go. Which
Yeah.
segues right into our conversation, man. We was just talking about Pee Wee football, Pop Warner. Have you ever heard it called Pop Warner football?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Where's that term come from?
You know what? I don't know. That's all over though. I think it came from down south, to be honest with you. We was just talking about that in the shop the other day.
That's what he said, but he asked the girl about it. Like,
I think it came from down south.
I don't even watch sports for real, unless my kids force me to sit down and look at what they want me to see. But I watch my son play basketball. That's about it. But
okay. Oh
So-
man,
When you was coaching, did you coach up here or North Carolina?
I coached up in Cincinnati.
Okay. How long you do it?
Probably about 13, 14 years.
13, 14 years.
Yeah,
Ooh.
man. Man, that's a man. Let me tell you something. When you coaching football, if these parents need to let the coaches coach, it's a problem. I always had a problem. It didn't matter what year it was. Somebody's parent is living their dreams through their sons.
Now
that's where the fights come from. Yeah.
Now I coached that long too from with my kid, and I agree to a certain point, but then I don't agree because the spirit of competition overtakes not only the parent who wants to live they dream through their child, but also the coach and the coaching staff.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah,
you're right about that.
Because you got issues where you've got a whole team of young men that play football. Some go bang their head on the fence and don't want to be there, or don't need to be playing football.
Right, and their parents are forcing them, trying to live their dream through to them.
Okay, but maybe some aren't. Maybe some saying that, hey, my kid need discipline. My kid need to be this, that, and the third, or blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Where I'm getting at is the spirit of competition will have coaches keeping the best kids in. So you got these kids on the sideline. Some might be mediocre. Some might be not into football. But because the spirit of competition is so great amongst everyone, that these kids get left out on the block. These kids get left on the sideline.
To a certain, I agree with that, but to a certain extent, I'm gonna say this: when I was coaching, I would always based on the kid and their performance and how they act in practice and what they doing in practice. I'm not gonna. My thing is I love the kids, so I'm not gonna get them hurt. they ain't ready to be out there. They ain't ready to be out there. And explaining that and I'm gonna tell you the reason why a lot of kids get left out and get lost in the sauce, as people say, is because when you have coaching and you have good coaching, teaching these kids at practice, and then the parents take the kid home and teaching the way they taught was learned, what they learned, and then they ain't getting nowhere because they confused. Because you got to go on if that coach got a certain coaching style and what he's teaching and it's fundamentally sound, these parents need to let them coaches coach and stop taking their kids home. If they want to coach them, you ask the coach what y'all doing and what he needs to work on, and then you work on him with that. A lot of these parents ain't doing that. These parents is, oh, my kid, I know what he can do. He's doing this at home, and I'm showing him this at home. But you ain't showing him what the coach is having him do.
Or with a team, a whole team, while he's doing those activities.
Parent ain't the one picking and choosing what position your kid plays. They can't do that. It's the
and that's what the coach is for, to optimize a schedule for each child.
Very true. You got good coaching staffs and you got bad coaching staffs.
And then now we getting somewhere. See, because I need you got on here and you jumping down the parents' throat and you ain't even coaching no more, and you beating up the parents already.
Well, it needed to be said.
I'm gonna tell you why. I beat up the coaches, because I was the type of coach that I'm looking out for these kids. I'm trying to teach them. I want them to learn the fundamentals of football. These parents, do you know I was on the coaching field at a game, and you got parents fighting each other from the same team.
I've been there. That's why we having this whole thing right here, because there are far few in between good coaches. You know, and I know, especially in our organization that we come from. Right. I mean, the whole circuit, ain't nothing going on but a lot of gambling on these kids' backs. And I'm gonna just call it like it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, plenty of it.
That's a big problem. It's a
politics.
It's a big problem with the referees.
Yep.
All of it. And our babies are the ones suffering from it.
Yep, exactly.
What's the name? Little League football is declining right now.
Yeah.
Now that you're not coaching. And me and Nadia was just talking, and we was just discussing about the safety. And the reason why she didn't let her children play is because of the safety. And I don't know if you watched the promos that I put up, but I put up a promo of Little League's biggest hits. Man, the hits that these kids was putting on each other was detrimental to both of the children on both ends of the field. Right. Spearing, helmet to helmet,
right?
All types of stuff. And all you seen was coaches walking over there. I'll shake it off. You okay? Are you okay?
Right.
Okay?
Then shake them by the head, like they just got hit in the head.
Like, what are you doing?
Right.
all the times that I've played coach football, you know what? The one thing I've never seen, and maybe they was in incognito, but they showed one when my son got hurt and a couple other children got hurt. There's no medical staff at any of these Little League football games. I see referees, I see coaches, I see parents, and I see kids, but I don't see no medical staff on the sidelines for if these kids get hurt. Never have I seen that. Have you?
No, when they get hurt, all they do is call this life squad.
Call the life squad. And by the time that's there, it could be too late. When my son broke his wrist, I had to scoop him up and take him to the hospital myself.
Right.
That's a problem. You know why it's a problem? Because the money is being skimmed. The money ain't being, they're providing the basics. And I'm gonna call it like it is. I ain't got anybody can come see me. I won't name any organizations' names or whatever.
I say come see me.
But yeah, because everybody know where I coached at. I'm in the same circuit as him. So I'm not just referring to one team. I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
I'm talking from everybody, from downtown Cincinnati all the way up to Dayton. You understand me? To Hamilton.
And I didn't coach that played against. I didn't coach against them and played against everybody.
Exactly. So I ain't got to say it, but I'm gonna say that stuff is declining, And that stuff needs to be addressed. These organizations, the heads of the organizations, man, they're keeping this money. They providing the basics. You got the cheerleading squads, the lady over the cheerleaders. The women got smart. They're like, hold up, nigga. Y'all not taking all this money in for all this football equipment, this, that, and the third. These cheerleaders got to get theirs too. So you got the cheerleader mom and you got the head of the organization. They get into the money.
Right.
They get into the money.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll say this. I started in the city. And then I stayed in the city for quite a few years, and then I came out to the suburbs and started coaching. Now I was in the city. We did a lot of fundraisers down at the Red Stadium when they first built Great American Ballpark and Paul Brown Stadium. We did a lot of that stuff down there. But I'm gonna tell you what, I seen that type of money that was going through. Man, I say this. Kids shouldn't, if you're doing fundraisers like that, these kids shouldn't have to pay. These parents shouldn't have to pay for these kids.
That part. Can we get a round of applause for that? Can we get a round of applause for that?
All the money, if you're doing a nonprofit organization, you should not be getting paid.
It's nonprofit.
These kids should have the best of the best. And they making the money for it. And just like you said, only time I seen medical staff on the field is for the Super Bowl. That's it.
That part.
I
never thought it on the Super Bowl. That's good that they had it on the Super Bowl, but they need to have it every game. Every practice.
Mm-hmm.
These kids is more because they don't think about the kids. They think that they lining their pockets. Man, do you know I had coaches going to other organizations and other teams taking their kids to tell them, look, I'll buy you a PlayStation, you come play for us. Taking the best kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. and it's a game, a politic game. And I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of these coaches don't even know how to coach. They're not showing no fundamentals how to tackle. Why you think, like you said, in your promo, I ain't seen your promo, but I guarantee the hits that I saw was the same hits that you saw, and these kids getting hurt, and basically, in the long run, it's gonna hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially they little kids, they bones ain't even developed all the way yet.
Right.
And their minds and everything. And some of these coaches is actually hurting these kids. And that's a problem, man. That was the main reason why I love coaching, but I hated it, to be honest with you. I loved it, but I hated it. I loved it about the kids because I was trying to be there for the kids. Man.
But not to mention, these coaches are bringing other drama too because they don't know how to control their mouths. So now parents are wanting to fight the coaches. It's shootouts and stuff like that. Sports are becoming too dangerous.
Coach, I see coaches punking out other coaches and then they ain't coaching right. They'll punk them out so bad. The other coach lose the game because his man
he's scared.
He can't even get into the game and call the game.
Mm-hmm.
I done seen that plenty of times. That was my last straw. And then you got, like, for instance, my son. My son was a monster. They put him on the offensive line. Yes. So he wants to play defense and strong, big. Never put him on the defensive line until they went down to that Rocky Top down in Tennessee. They went to that. And all the kids couldn't go because the parents couldn't afford it. So they put him on there, and he won the Super Bowl for them, all the sacks and everything he had. Do you know the following year, they put him on the line. They put him on the offensive line, defensive line. And then who sends? Okay, fundamental football. You don't send kids. If you're smart, every position has where he has to go and where he needs to cover. They send it a guy because he a little bitty skinny guy, short through the middle all the time, and think if you're a smart coach, you can get that blocked. So you taking away that, they killing them on the outside, everything, because don't nobody want to hold containment. They want to blitz all day. As the kids get older, you can't do that. I can see it at the little kids, but just like I said, my son the next year goes to another organization and is the man on the defensive line. The man.
Organization, is there a difference between the white organizations and the black organizations? Or
it's a big difference. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say it like this. You really can't put the white organization is more organized. We'll all say that. Like North.
More organized, more trained, more yes.
They got black coaches, but they're more organized down there. Now, my brother used to coach for Northwest Knights, and they're more organized. And he used to call, he'd be like, man, you coaching for the Negro leagues. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he used to get on it. But I used to be like, when y'all bring the scrimmage, we used to whoop their butts. But at the same time,
that wasn't nice.
He got what say they was more organized down there. And it's more fundamental football. Think about it. These kids that's coming from the black organizations, half of them don't do nothing in school. These kids are coming from the white organizations with the organized and can get their name out there. Those are the kids that's going for.
Right.
I know I've seen so many kids that I coached should have been playing in college, then going to the NFL. They were that good, but they didn't have the support. They didn't have the support because, just like you said, it's all about them having it's politics. They want these kids to live. They living these kids through them. It's a shambles. Why you think you said everybody is Pee Wee football is going down? Of course, I seen it coming. That's why I got out of it. Like, I can't keep doing the same thing. I couldn't keep doing it because how I'm getting stressed over doing something for free. I ain't getting paid for it.
That part.
I can't keep doing that.
What you say? The stress ain't worth it.
No, it ain't worth it. I ain't getting paid. Now, if I was getting paid some money, it'd be a whole different ball game. But I wouldn't get paid. I'm not
getting paid. You just wanted the good ones. We just wanted the good ones that didn't go. That ain't on that bandwagon ride. And these coaches are accountable for a lot of things, like distractions, like the teen moms. As long as you know, look at your face. Look at your face.
I can tell you right now.
Look, they said teen moms' pocketbooks are just as good as grown women's. Pregnant women pocketbooks.
Oh yes, definitely.
Look. See, that's the problem. Look.
Well, you know, the teen moms, they putting they kids in sports because
Let me tell you something.
They over there hawking.
Do you know how many marriages it was broken up because what's going on in Little League football? Do you know these coaches messing with all the moms, all the team moms? Wait a minute. You have a team mom been a team? I just seen it. A team mom been a team mom for years, helping out the organization. Very good team mom. Lady come through the coach light. She been replaced.
I don't chase them. I replace them.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Hey,
it's the meat market thing.
Hold on. This is the public announcement. I do not chase them. I replace them.
Man, it's crazy. Man, I seen that, I said, oh, I gotta join in on this one. I see what you had put on what you was talking about. I said, oh, I gotta join in on this because I got a lot to say.
I sit back and I watched a couple team moms ran through like damn a different coaching season. One season is this coach, the next season is this coach.
Right.
I'm like, damn. But then I think about how detrimental that is to the child.
The child.
You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about the children when they're doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like
they're not thinking about it at all.
Kids. You know what I'm saying? And because if coach is doing team mom with the bodacious body and the goofy kid that can't play ball.
Right.
And he in the plays all the goddamn time, and it's gonna be a problem.
Big problem.
So it's safe.
So are you saying that the team moms is the reason for all the fights that come to the field? Like with the coaches, when the coaches getting beat up.
Part of it.
Yeah, part of it. I done seen that. I done seen a lot of things where, man, I done seen so much it don't make sense, man. Like, I be wondering to myself, like, how can you go home and sleep at night knowing that you ain't even thinking about the kids, you thinking about yourself?
Yeah.
You try to smash everybody that you think look good, and you ain't thinking about them kids. You supposed to be there to teach these children, not to smash the moms.
That's got to be weird. You smashing the team mom or one of the
I'm
team.
glad I ain't put my son in sports. I don't want to be part of the meat market.
You go cross paths with this little boy again when you go over to her house to smash.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
and then he coming like, yeah, Coach such and such was with my mom last night.
That part.
And then,
especially if they Pee Wee football, they telling it all.
Right, and that's how I get now. The adults ain't telling it. It's the kids.
It's the kids.
The kids telling it all.
That's wild.
We can all agree that today's divorce rate in the Black community is due to Little League football.
Little League football.
Hey, and I ain't even coach basketball, so I don't even.
That ain't cool. That's not cool.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible. I just be sitting here wondering. I used to wonder, like, how can you do this? Like, who? Like you said, how can you sleep at night knowing that you done smashed 2 or 3 of these chicks on the team, and one day somebody gonna do something to you?
Look at him. Just fine, huh? Just fine.
They knocked out. They don't even care.
Knocked out. Especially they done ran through 2 or 3 of them.
Right.
Like you said, some of them can't coach. That's probably the reason why they are coaching, to get the ladies.
That's true.
Might be.
It could be. They coaching for the wrong reason.
I did see that notice on there saying it's a decline and so forth, but we was talking about the on the serious stuff.
I think it's a decline because of the violence. It's been too many shootings, too many fights with the coach. And that's what I was going to ask. Like, do you think a coach using profanity at your child warrants a fight?
Yeah, because I didn't cuss at nobody's kids.
No, I tried not to either.
Yeah,
I was listening to this guy, this coach, tell a story.
Get the hell out of here or something like that. But I ain't gonna verbally abuse a child.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I might say get your ass up and run your ass around the what's the name? Give me 50 up, down, and 50. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Right. But I'm not gonna be cussing the kid out, grabbing him by his collar and shaking him and all of that. Because if you do that to my kid, it's gonna be a problem.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I did my own child like that. Come here, boy. Snatched him up because
exactly.
My own child is fine.
Mine, yeah.
Right, mine. But I'm not doing nobody else's. No, man. Like I said, it was crazy. I mean, you know what though? The crazy thing about it is, what needs to happen is what they were starting to do. They need to put these coaches in coaching clinics.
Yes.
It needs to be mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
To teach them, especially, and then to teach them how to coach every position. Because if you don't know football, then why would you be coaching?
Right. So these organizations are not mandated by the state at all, is it?
At all.
I didn't think so, because when we go to weigh-ins and nothing, this is all within the organization that was created. But there's no state involvement in it.
No,
maybe that's
now they have something to where I remember when you had to sign. They had to make sure that you wasn't no child pedophile or something like that. They would do that, but
that's the only thing, huh?
That was the only good thing. But you got to look at it like this, though. I look at it like there needs to, if the football has changed in the NFL and college. So that needs to come down because it has to drizzle down into the little leagues, because if you're not teaching these kids the fundamental ways to play football, they ain't gonna make it. Just like I said, and it's all the I hate to say it, but the white organizations and leagues are doing that. The black ones ain't doing it.
Right.
We being niggas and don't want, and nobody else is, all they think about is lining their pockets. They lining their pockets.
Did you see that Snoop movie with the football? What did you think about it?
Hey, when I see that, I say, now that's the way you should not be coaching.
It's great like that, huh?
Man, it was a good movie, a funny movie, but ain't no way on earth the kids cussing, the coach cussing.
That part.
That's why I didn't think it was a good movie, because
it was funny to me.
Because
it was funny.
It's images, man. The images of the kids sitting there drinking and pissing in the pool with the girl with a turn back to us, all of them cussing. That was unreal to me. Like, because if a kid was cussing like that to you, you'd be at that child's parent.
Right. Like, you gotta take him with you. He can't even.
Yeah. So I didn't like the stereotyping that was in that movie.
Right.
The white kids.
The part where the kid cussing, that was wrong. But Snoop played that part right, because that's what them coaches doing to them kids. Be honest. Them coaches cussing these kids out. I didn't do it, but I've seen it.
My son is in basketball.
Like I was saying, if any coach that I've coached with or seen, y'all know who y'all are. I ain't saying no names. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all dead wrong, and y'all know y'all shouldn't have been coaching, because I didn't seen it happen. I didn't see it happen. Like I said, y'all can come see me, come holler at me, hit me up. I'm telling the truth.
Not y'all keep telling people to pull up.
I don't care. Come holler at your boy.
No, my son plays basketball, and they have a group text and all this other stuff or whatever, and the coaches in there, like let them, showing off their gear and stuff or whatever, but they're cussing like, oh, that shit fine, all this other stuff or whatever. And then one day my son comes home and calls and say, hey, I need a ride. Coach ain't gonna drop us off. He said he need to go home and get some pussy.
What?
Oh man. He said,
and this is no lie.
Oh, I'd have snatched. I'd have went to that coach that day. I'd have called him like, nigga, you just told my son you ain't dropping off because you going to get some pussy, nigga.
He said he tired of taking all them home because he wants to go home and get some pussy.
Okay, we don't got to keep saying that word.
I'm just saying. That's what he said. I don't like the words, and that's what I was trying to tell my son. Like, that's not a kind of coach that you want to be under, because for one, that's y'all go to him for the stability, for the act right, to put you in line and stuff.
Ain't no to him, period.
Right.
It's like you said.
And then they couldn't understand why they kept losing every week.
You know how we grew up. You know we wasn't. We hear that, boy, we get knocked in our head.
The way we was raised, our parents didn't want us. My parents didn't want us playing no football.
No, didn't.
And for the same reasons that we're talking about right now.
They trying to be friends with the kids now, and it ain't cool.
That's a big problem. That's another discussion in its own.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
because my son, he's 16, so his coach telling him that, I guess he feel like he close to 18. He can hear that. No, not my kid still got virgin ears. Leave his ears alone.
Right.
Don't talk to mine like that. And I addressed him, but I didn't take it to the school because my son felt the way. And then plus I ain't trying to take jobs from black people and stuff like that. But like I had to tell him, like, you can't do stuff like that, because then you're training my child against what I'm teaching in my home. Because now he thinks he could cuss now.
I'm gonna tell you like this. It sounds like he need his job taken. Because that's an absolute, that man has no morals. whatsoever. He don't.
Well, if you see the school, it's like lean on me. So it's.
Oh man.
They got a whole. The kids. I say lean on me. Like I done called their own school principal. Like what is going on in the school? Because like I said, I'm from up north. So the way they teach down here, down south, is like they don't want their children to learn nothing here. So it's just the way that all the schools, especially in the indigenous communities, it's not. They just do whatever they want to do.
Right.
So it's like the parents can't make the only stand you can make is keep your child at home.
Mm-hmm. But then you don't want these kids in these video games all day long, and you want them to have some type of discipline and to learn something and this and that. Because you got to think about it. I'm gonna tell you, the decline is part of what we talk about. But them video games and staying at home, these lazy kids, is a big part of it too.
Right.
Part of it. I look at it every day. Like I got a 10-year-old son. I'm glad he a bookworm.
Right.
And he gets good grades and stuff like that. But that's his mom. His mom making sure that you know what I'm saying, he's in Cincinnati. I'm here. So I call him and talk to him, and you know what I'm saying? And he's a great kid. But then my oldest, he down there in Georgia. He was I had him in football. He was a baller, and he was roughneck. And still a roughneck hustler and doing everything else. And like I be telling you now, like, bro, you see they ain't going nowhere. You got to be better than that. You got to be better than that. And these it started like back then. It took a village. Hey, the village gone. The village gone.
They done burnt them down.
Yeah,
they done burnt all the villages down. They done burnt them down. But I understand what you're saying too. Like I was telling my son, like, hey, you want to move out to, the other side, So I believe you'll get better training and stuff and the stuff that you need because he's a great player, but you don't have the coach to showcase that for you or to teach you that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Mom, you're gonna have to leave. I would take him out and put him somewhere where he can get the right training and get him out of there because he might not like it at first, but he gonna appreciate it in the long run.
Yeah, because he came from the suburbs in Cincinnati, so he don't really fit. He don't even really fit, over in this school where he's at now. So it's a little dangerous. So,
like I said, I seen the best of the football, and I done seen the worst. I done been a part of everything, and like I said, and to be honest with you, majority of time, I'm gonna say the parents. I say the parents too. But the coach is just as bad. The coach is just as bad. You got the good.
I just proved mine to be.
Right. It's just because it's more like, I ain't gonna lie. I went to when Marvin Lewis was the coach, Cincinnati coach. He had a coaching clinic every year. I used to go to him.
I used to go down there too. Yep. On that field.
Coaches clinics and everything. I done met him and talked to him and everything. But you got people, and it was offered to all the organizations.
Yeah, it was.
To everyone. And it was free. But you got
why did you bring up a clinic?
Because the first time I came, I was just driving past and saw everybody outside, and me and my cousins and them just walked over there, and they was like, "Yeah, y'all can come, you can see us." And I'm like, "Okay." So then I started taking my kids and stuff. So yeah, they do have those clinics every year, and then they put it out on the news as well, if they still do it. Because I know back then when I was living in this Cincinnati, they would put it out first.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like Cam Newton, it must be a black thing, because I see white folks and shit getting into it too, organizations, but I guess black folks I don't know what it is, man. Cam Newton was just in the news with his football camp getting jumped by a couple people, and I don't know. I don't know why. I got into detail. I never looked to see why, but all I
he handled them though.
Boy, did he?
He was handling them. Got his little pain in there.
I said, "Oh, they messing with a real live one."
Period. Y'all young
Right.
bucks better stop thinking y'all can swell up on these older people and think like they ain't got nothing, years invested into the same fight you trying to give.
Right.
But
And that man played in the NFL. They was tripping.
Mhm.
they was
Yeah,
tripping. They was tripping.
and they
But
should have
what
respected him as such.
was the fact that it's a black organization training camp supposed to be for kids, and what do we see? We see them banging on national. They made national news. Always niggas.
Right.
I say this all the time: niggas and flies, niggas and flies.
Right.
The more I see niggas, the more I love flies. Let's give me a
I
round of
don't
applause.
like that word.
Well, hey, y'all, it's been good talking to y'all. I got to go
Yeah.
to my
Yes.
mama before she cuss me out.
Thank you.
So I'm glad you had you on the show. Talking about football, Little League. You're welcome to call back anytime, man. The call-in number is there on the screen. So any topic that you want to do, just call in and talk your talk.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna be on it every week. You see, every Wednesday, right?
Every Wednesday, call in, talk your talk.
I'll be on it. I got y'all.
All right,
All right.
thank you. Appreciate you,
Thank
brother.
you.
Good one.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Now we is back at it. That was pretty decent.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was very knowledgeable because, whoa.
Yeah, I just wanted somebody else that, especially that coached up here in the same organization that I do, to recognize that there's a problem. And we ain't have to name no names.
Oh, it is a problem. It's just like we said, it's a problem almost everywhere we turn. Like, what is safe nowadays? What is good nowadays? And then, yeah, we want to take our children and put them in these places, but other people's minds are corrupted, so we don't know what's on their mind. We don't know their agenda. It's just too much stuff right now. It's just like keep your kids in a bubble or something. Like, it's just too much.
It is. But next week though, we probably should. I think we're gonna have Queen Ebony J on there. I think I might take a field trip and broadcast live from her new school. That's what we're working on. That's what we should be working on. Also, we're gonna be working on bringing the artists here and doing information and workshop for autism. So we're putting that in the mix. And I'm sure you've been seeing the videos that I've been posting as far as sovereignty. That is, I cannot express how real that is. And the only reason why I move forward is because I want to do it when it's a whole group of us so we can all do it at the same time. So we'll have this big experience and people can go back and tell somebody else and bring them on, because all the stuff that y'all considering that we conspiracy theory, this, that, and the third, y'all
ain't no
see
conspiracy over here. It ain't nothing but straight facts.
y'all see what's happening in the world, and if you don't, then you slow motion and you slow things.
You don't want to see it. That's what it is. You want to be like one of them, like.
Right. So with the sovereignty, it will enable you to receive money that's rightfully owed for you, your credit, debt, all of that stuff. Man, I'm not going to talk about it. We're going to be about it. You can check out the show that we did called Sovereignty and follow along on the videos and posts that we make about people who are interested and want to be a part of this program and checking it down. So,
and it's just not solely about sovereignty, neither, people. It's about knowing your laws. And laws that we think are in place, they are not. We are actually very free. It's free to travel. You don't even have to stand in court because of the sovereignty thing. That person on your birth certificate ain't you. That's who they looking for. So you got to get into these laws and learn and free yourself from this legal tyranny that we just sitting up here, especially with our community. We just throwing our people in jail and don't even know that they don't even have to be in jail. A police officer is a peace officer. They can't make arrest. So learn your laws.
Yeah, that's what she said. So, but we're not gonna hold everybody up. We're gonna get up out of here. Like I said, we got hopefully Queen Ebony J next week.
Yes,
we got a lot of people lined up for the month of April and March. We're trying to flood the timeline. And again, I want to give Nella D a shout out and Mike.
Yes.
Check them out. I think tonight they might be doing it again. live, DJ Drizzle. Give him a round of applause too. Danny Shay was a judge. Give him a round of applause. Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk y'all to death. 8 o'clock, and like we say every Wednesday, don't be stuck
Don't
on
be
stupid.
stuck on stupid and relax on dumb.
Let's go! The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
GRIZZBIZ, my 2 cents.
Bad fucker, big shit, poppin', fly bitches, stalking, big business.